Hello everybody, it's me, and welcome back to another video. Now, as we know in the last one, I took a look at Leviatros, which statistically out of the top 100 Loomians in Expert and Ace rank is the worst Loomian out of all of them. So that was tragic, but now we're going to be looking at the highest win rate Loomian, and that is going to be Celesting. Now, it is no shocker that Celesting is the highest win rate. It's not hard to use personally because its ability is really strong. Both its abilities are really good because one of them counters the unstoppable pivot of Seasong, which is really strong, and the other ability just makes you pull whatever the heck you want. So you could really make entire teams around just having Mystic Tone pull something like Rejuvenate or Tamp, for example, and then pretty much become unstoppable. But that's not what we're looking at today. Today we're going to be trying out a utility-based one, but of course I'm going to show you the usage stats again, just real quick. As we can see here, let me just get rid of me real quick. As you can see, Celesting is very high up there, very close second by Krakaloa, and then followed by Cephalops. So, pretty interesting. In the bottom three being Sea Drake, Ferroglyph, and Leviatros is kind of tragic. But we are going to try out Celesting nonetheless. So, hopefully everyone is excited. The set we're going to be using today is a Soulburst utility set. So this one I yoinked from free sets because I didn't know if there was one that people wanted me to generally use. So I'm just going to try this one out. But yeah, the credit, I believe this one is Lant. This one is by Lant. That's where the credit is saying. So I'm just going to go off of that. But yeah, here we got the Celesting. And we're going to be running the Celesting so we can Soulburst if we need to. And we have Nimble, and then we have the ability of Mystic Tone. Now, technically, Frail Nimble with 0 attack UPs is technically better, but we're not worried too much about that. And then we've got Mystic Tone, which we call upon a random move whenever we're hit, which is broken. And then we have Barbs and Deja Vu. This just gives us really solid options. Now, if something goes for a, setup move in front of us, we're going to Deja Vu them, and then they're permanently going to set up. Then we're going to go into one of our offensive attackers after a Flash and Flee. And then we have Metal Blast just to cover for other light types. Now I want to switch in, and it also hits plants reasonably well. TPs are very simple. 200 health, save as much health as possible. 4 energy allows you, it's just 4 energy rule, actually. 96 range defense is just kind of leftovers you throw in there. You can really put it anywhere. And then the 200 speed. But yeah, with the 200 speed, you actually, after Soul Bursting, what it says here is you speed tie Nimble Protogon, outpaces Nimble Zulong, Nimble Stratosaur, and very Nimble Aeropygo, and below. So, hey, it's pretty fast. But yeah, hopefully that you all enjoy. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Alrighty, here we go. I don't actually have to use a ring light because I'm actually recording this earlier in the day because I have the stream I'm doing with Creature Hunter coming up. I mean, we have a free Flash and Flee, so I'm entirely up for that. Only real issue that this could cause would be Gargolem. I guess if I lead with Hog, then I eat all the hazards, right? I guess we can do that. This has a free Seasong, and it's also good into the Garb. I don't really want hazards to go up, so yeah, I'm going to try to eat them as quick as I can. This thing's Outburst is so strong. So is Mega Kick, actually. Its Mega Kick is much stronger. Then do I go with Protogon for Glissadia, or... Wait, I have Celesting. I forgot I have Celesting, so we're not worried about that. So I guess we go with Waba to have a better air resist, and this also gives us another range attack option to potentially switch in Celesting to get either Luster Loot or Deep Freeze on any of the potential targets here. Or I go with Protogon, so then it could pull Dart Burst to kill Glissadia and potentially get pivots around. I'm not sure, I don't think Protogon's very good here. The only thing it's really good for is killing Luminami. Yeah, we're gonna do this, see how it works. Okay. Definitely not the lead we wanted, but I don't really see any real issue with going into Tsukame here. So I'm just gonna do that. Just realized I can't Soulburst Hoganosh, so I kind of have to not do that. So I guess I can't get rid of hazards right now. That completely went past me. But I guess it's fine, right? This is not exactly Soulburst Celesting showcase. It's just a Celesting video. Also, they clicked Earthquake. Hello? I've been playing a lot of Jump Stars recently, which is Roblox Anime Brawl Stars. I'm having a lot of fun. Mainly playing Mob at the moment, because he has He's one of the only characters in the game with his basic attack that can reach across walls, which is very strong. I don't know if that was a good switch on them. It definitely wasn't. I'm going to go into the thing that kind of just one-shots anything that they send in. All right, we're going to Mega Kick here, and hopefully our really strong kick is going to be good. Does anything else get Mega Kick, or is it just Carolyn? Because I swear, I don't remember anything else actually getting this move. I'm going to check. Because I swear, this is the only Lumian that gets Mega Kick. Mega Kick. Let's see. Oh, Lamala does. Lamala gets Mega Kick? Huh. Why would it... Why? Why does it even have this move? Dude. That's interesting, though. Very interesting. Okay, they're into Garb. I kind of just want to Mega Kick it. I kind of want to see how much it does. I'm entirely down to blow stuff up with Carolyn for a second. I don't care at all about this because I can just go into Wobelisk, but I'm very curious how much this does if I hit it. God, this Lumian is so fun. I swear, if you have never used Carolyn, they're not going to Earthquake here. They're going to Battering Ram, so I feel like I can go into Celesting. Celesting does feel fine here. Though I'm a little worried. What if they do Earthquake? Pull a move that kills it. Pull a move that kills it. Go, Mystic Tone! Well, that didn't do anything. Well, I don't outspeed... Wait. I do! Because we can just Soulburst and we outspeed it. We do lose Mystic Tone, though, which is a little unfortunate, and we have no real way to get rid of hazards. However, we are in a great spot. After this, we're going to be able to take down the Garbantus. So I'm okay with this. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Celesting used to be very, very mid, and was even considered to be getting Rejuvenate soon. But that ended up getting scrapped. So, oh my god. That ended up getting scrapped, and I wonder if it had Rejuvenate now, if it would be broken. Probably would have lost it by now. Anyway, but yeah, no, the ability to switch between these incredibly powerful forms is amazing. God, 150 health. I really forget how much health Celesting gets after Soul Bursting. I kind of just want to go Carolyn. If they go Luminami, they're going to go Luminami, and I'm just going to attempt a Mega Kick just to see how much it deals. Alright, so I went into Celesting. That completely walls Glissadia, might I add. That's very, very good. Yeah, the utility that Celesting provides is great. Like, I could go for a Deja Vu, I could Barb if I need to. It's really great what this thing offers for a team. Yeah, look how much damage I took. And this doesn't matter because I can Miracle Beam this away. I'm going to get one layer hazards up before I go for Miracle Beam. Because I think that this is just a better idea. Because if I can do this, then we're good. This is kind of what I was assuming was going to come in. The only downside to Miracle Beaming here is we don't get much damage out of it, but we do get rid of this annoying... do I want to do it yet? Maybe I don't have to do it just yet. It's actually not looking too bad. I don't know. It's not looking too bad. It's not going to do any damage is the problem. And I'm worried about this thing being a melee Nami. I'm going to go into Tsukame actually first before I do it. And these hazards being up is actually going to give me progress now. So, oh, it is melee Nami. I made a very good... It was a very safe option for me to swap there. Because if I was to stay in, my Celesting would not have a health bar anymore. As I go for an FNF, as I go for a Seasong, which they have no resist to... And if they go into Glissadia, I'm going to go into Celesting and go for a Miracle Beam, which the Miracle Beam will then allow me to clear this freeze, as then they're probably going to go into Luminami, then I can later Metal Blast for more offensive pressure. So that is definitely our plan right now. I don't think a Mega Chomp would kill me in this range, so I could go for... I could do, like, Miracle Beam into Metal Blast. We're just going to Miracle Beam here, which cleanses the light, which then we hit them with a full powered Miracle Beam. And they go for a Peace of Mind, actually. Very interesting. Oh, wait a minute. I mean, it literally does not matter what we click. If I Deja Vu, I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to Metal Blast. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Alright, let's flash and flee and get out of here. I guess I could have done that in Luminami before, right? Their power number would not have done too much for them there. I'm just gonna go Tsukame. I feel like I can still play this. Because Glissadia is pretty much dead next time it comes in. It'll still have one turn left of kind of like somewhat usefulness. Not really if it comes in right now. So I'm just going to keep seesawing with Tsukame. I've noticed recently I haven't really been rejuvenating with Tsukame, so I might drop this and grab Restrictive Shield and then go maybe grab a Tone Deaf one. Tone Deaf could be more fun than Quick Recovery. Well, now, I am really liking Celesting right now. It can kind of click Flash and Flee, and then if that ends up swapping on Luminami, it's really just a thing of me clicking Deep Freeze with Waba, because Waba just wins now. So, I'm completely free to Flash and Flee. It's the mere fact of how much utility I'm offering on my team with Celesting is great. We're gonna go through a minute-long Soulburst animation, which I have no problem with. It's very, very nice. Well, we survived that. I mean, Tsukame's kind of useless now. Because it's never going to be able to kill the Luminami anyway. Yeah, this is fine to die to Fulgur here. Or survive on one. There's a bug on my screen. I've also been playing Rivals a lot. Like, Rivals, a Roblox game. I played it when it first came out. And, dang, a lot of stuff has changed. My favorite loadout that I like to use, like, I like two things. I love the energy pistols. I feel like people really hate on that weapon, and it's really not that good. I understand it has infinite ammo and you can permanently spray, but it does such little chip damage that bursting down works a lot better. But I do understand why people can be upset that it has infinite ammo, and that does make sense. But what I've always liked using is like energy pistols and scythe, because a long time ago, my friend asked me to play Overwatch 2, and I was like, okay. And I wanted to play Echo, but I did not have enough to get Echo. So I was like, okay, I'm going to play this character, Tracer. And I liked the little pistols. Like, it could go, brrr, then you could run away. And with Scythe, if you click your quick melee button, which is like your F, you do that. And then, yeah, if you quick melee with F, and then you, frick, why am I blanking? Then you right click, you will dash forward with the Scythe, and it'll go on a little bit of a cooldown. So it's like I can dash around, go for a little poke, dash around, go for some poke. The only downside to the build is I don't know what I want my primary fire to be. I sometimes use sniper on longer maps, but if you're a rival player, you understand that mobile players are actual cheaters. Genuine cheaters, by the way. Because for some reason the game gives them an ability to auto fire for them. Like the game shoots for them. And every mobile player I've ever fought is like, no, I don't use that setting. You literally can't even turn it off. The game shoots for mobile players, and for that, they always use sniper, so then they just get one-shot headshots. Which, sure, I get, it makes a lot of sense. They're kind of useless if they can't. If you get up close to a mobile player, they're just kind of useless. They just flail around and pray they hit you. Yes, I will talk about mobile players in Rivals, just because I think it's cheap if you use a sniper. Just on mobile. If you use it on PC, it's fine because like you can aim. And yes, I have bias. I don't care. It's just never fun. It's never fun to fight. Think about fighting an aimbot hacker that is really good at far range, but entirely useless close range. That's what it's like fighting mobile players in Rivals if they're using a sniper. I'll talk more about this in the next battle. But yeah, I've never enjoyed fighting mobile players. But that's besides the point. I do not know what I want my primary gun to be, because for the longest time I've used bow, energy pistols, scythe, and medkit. I like medkit, but I can swap that thing around. I can swap it around. It's really really good. But if I need to, I will swap it. But I really want to know. I want to figure out what I want to do. Right? I feel like that's important. I kind of want to figure out what I want to do here. I feel like friggin' Ferroglyph is really good here. I don't know why. I feel like it's actually very strong. And then I'm probably fine against Eclipse. Do I want to just go with this? Because it can hit. It hits a lot, right? It hits a lot. I could. Only real problem is if they end up being Toxic Spines. But I just want to bring Carolyn because it's fun. Alright. But I've considered doing like maybe Grenade Launcher. So then I can kind of like fly around. Only real downside to that is it's Grenade Launcher and explosives are kind of boring. It's like a boom, right? But it would be very helpful. I've used, yeah, bow, energy pistols, scythe, and medkit. I've always liked bow, but when I came back to the game, they kind of heavily nerfed it. It does like 30 damage body shot, 50 damage headshot, 72 when you charge it, and 130 whenever you hit a headshot with a full charge. Yes, it definitely needed a nerf. I will definitely not contest the nerfs. I do think it was deserved. But it's tragic. It's tragic. But yeah, I want to know what I want to use in that game. Okay, I'm so... How much does this deal? Carolyn is not an actual Loomian, right? This thing's not real. Carolyn cannot actually be a Loomian, right? I refuse to believe Carolyn's a Loomian. Because what the heck, dude? I'm gonna take nothing from this either. That was a crit and I took nothing. Give me some kind of attack move here. We just did not take damage. We wasted its energy. I'm barbing. What are they clicking here? I can just deja vu them into soft water. Yes, they're gonna get their health back. But is it that big of a deal? I understand that it's gonna be kind of annoying dealing with it, but I'm just gonna make sure this thing can't... This thing literally can't do anything ever. That's the thing. I can make this thing just never exist. This thing can't... is not a Loomian right now. I will get all of my barbs up without any care in the world, and then I will go into Wobelisk and Driving Force this thing out. And I got all the chip that I need for an Outburst later for Carolyn to just kill. So there is literally no issue right now that I have. But no, the utility Celesting is actually popping off. I got all my hazards up. I'm just going to deja vu this again when it gets out of soft water. And then, after I deja vu it, I'm just going to go into Wobelisk, which then can Driving Force, and then we can start getting solid work done. So yeah, all I do here is I deja vu. Actually, they rested. Does that count for deja vu? It does. Yeah, I mean, they're stuck in jail. I put them in jail. So. Dude, I need to bring Wobelisk to every single freaking battle that I do. I'm sorry. I genuinely have to bring it. Okay, well, there's Ika. Is this going to burn up? It could. I'm going to go into Celesting. Let's see what happens. Ugh. Oh, give me a strong move. Seesong. No! That was the worst move! No! Dang it, dude. Dokomori is on the field. Unfortunately, we can't get rid of whatever this wants to do. So I'm just going to flash and flee. I don't want to Soulburst just yet, because then maybe I could pull another Rejuvenate and heal. Alright, this is probably the thing I don't want to be poisoned in the slightest, so I'm going to go into Waba. Waba does feel completely fine here. EQ, actually. I get crit. Doesn't really matter. Do I driving and risk its Toxic Spines? I guess it's gonna happen either way, right? And I can't get rid of them. But, that means I have to play very aggressive. But I have triple barbs up right now. I'm gonna driving. This is really risky because if it's Toxic Spines, I did driving for no reason. I could have just killed Doku because they just stayed in. Yeah, tragic. I should have just went for the kill, but I was afraid maybe Ika would come in. Which made a lot of sense in my head, but I guess they didn't think that. Well, Teoshinu's on the field, so this is great. Let's just switch this thing out. We can do the driving force stuff and start getting huge damage on their entire team. Okay, he's just healing up now. I mean, this won't work. I mean, yeah, you just did basically only healed like 10 health. Here's Ika. No, Vio. Oh, I know their entire team. It's Vio, Jalusa, Ika, Doku, and Jalusa. Wait. Vio, Ika, Doku, Jalusa, Teoshinu. Yeah. The driving force again. I can keep doing this. Nothing stops me. And especially if they keep going to these Loomians, that I can just keep driving forcing. But here I'm just going to go for the kill. I have no reason to driving force. Actually, I could. Because as long as I don't stay in for more than 2 turns, the poison isn't as effective. Actually, yeah, I'm going to driving force. I think driving forcing is actually better here because then I don't get revenge killed by Ika. I get crit again. Oh, that does just kill. I was really hoping that wouldn't kill. Just because I was like, okay, if it doesn't kill, then I just get a nice pivot. Or a switch out and then they don't go Ika. But now they do. But there's not really any problem I have here. They have bad poison up, though. Oh, I have Miracle Beam, actually, on Celesting. And I can still play it. Ooh. Should I Miracle Beam frame 1, maybe? I could. Vio's kind of a problem, though, and with Waba dead, Teoshinu could prove to be a little bit of a nuisance. Alright, we need to figure out how we want to deal with this thing. I could put it in jail, then go Ferroglyph. Or I could provoke it with Ferroglyph. So it can't soft water. Only real problem is I can't stay in for very long. I need to probably just provoke into Psychoblasting. Right? That's probably what I have to do. They're surely taking their time. Yeah, but I'm gonna provoke here, just to make sure this thing can't heal in any way, shape or form. Perfect. And this still keeps a chip that we need. But yeah, we can't stay in for very long. That's what we have to know, is we cannot stay in. Only real issue here is Vio could come in, and Vio completely walls my Ferroglyph set. So that is something that we need to be aware of. I severely doubt they're going to stay in, so that is already a good thing. And then I need to figure out how I want to deal with this poison. I need a very well-timed Miracle Beam. I need to probably Soulburst on an Ika, and then when I Soulburst, I get the Miracle Beam off, and then I clear it, and then I don't take that much damage, and the Ika will die next time it comes in, because it only have 1 more turn after that. So yeah, a lot has to go right here for this to work out for me. They do just go Vio. This thing does also have Rejuvenate. So low-key, I'm actually just going to go for another Provoke. Making sure that this thing can't... And if it Discordances me, I go below half and I just kill it with a Psychoblast. I think. I'm going to Provoke it here. I need to make sure this thing they can't heal. This is okay, because I'm not going to die to poison. I get a Temper boost. And now I get to go for a Psychoblast, which if it kills Vio, that's big, and that's great. The only real downside right now is if I do not kill Jalusa, then I don't think I can kill it. Like, I need to do something against Jalusa right now. Trying to figure out what I want to do here. If I go Celesting, right? Yeah, if I go Celesting, I can just kill this thing with a Metal Blast, and if they go into Ika, they would want to Zip Zap. So if I Soul Burst into a Miracle Beam, I clear poison. Yes, that's what I think I need to do. So I'm just going to Metal Blast and kill Vio. Would they want to go Ika, though? Because I don't think that they can. I don't know if I can even live a Thunder Strike. I might. I have a really high range defense stat, so a lot has to go well here for Celesting to really survive all this. Yeah, okay. Here it is. It can live 1 more, which is very scary considering the Loomians I have left. I have to Soul Burst into a Miracle Beam here. This is my best option of winning. This is my best option. Which is a little spooky. This is a little scary. If Celesting survives this, then we should be completely fine. Because Miracle Beam plus Barb's Chip plus Metal Blast, Jalusa cannot survive all of that. Even if she does, I can Deja Vu, but I don't have Peace of Mind, which is the one big issue. Oh, it's not even Boots. Uh-oh. We would need, No, I still win, right? Because then all I do is I Deja Vu, go into Carolyn. Oh. Oh, I can just Deja Vu this if it goes for anything. I'm completely in the clear right now. I have no reason to try to swap out on Tayoshinu. Because I can just Deja Vu. We should live this? No, we don't. I'm going to say, I was like, maybe the defenses... Oh, no, actually. Can we even kill the Jalusa now? Carolyn would have to outspeed it, but I outsped the Ika. So I guess anything is possible. No, we should be fine. As long as I hit this, right? As long as I hit this move. Okay. I probably should have just gone straight into Tsukame there. Into a Seasong into Carolyn. They need to kill me here. They have to. Or they just lose. Let's I just outspeed it. Okay, I did. Oh, uh-oh. Oh. I don't think we lose, though. Oh, that did not do enough. Jalusa does not hit very hard if it's not incandescent or Rachel plushie boosted. Alright, we can outburst again. Even if they miss, I can just go into Tsukame, and I can body crash. Whew! That was a close game. But I'm not gonna lie, I can definitely see the appeal of this specific Celesting, because, wow, it put in a lot of work. I actually really enjoyed this set. This was a very fun set, so thank you to who made it, because it was a very, very fun set, and I enjoyed it. Yeah, I definitely think that this is one of the strongest Loomians right now, just because of the ability alone. I think once Mystic Tome gets nerfed, we're going to see a lot less Celesting usage. But even then, the moves I got didn't really... They didn't exactly help win the game, right? Yeah, the Rejuvenates were funny, but they didn't do anything to contribute towards winning. They just kept my health up, which in the end did not matter because I was above half whenever I actually died. So, not really any real reason that Mystic Tome won the match. I think it's just that Celesting has really good utility options and supports your team, and because Pivot is really, really strong, and it's very, very fast. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see everyone later. Bye!